Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you all in PIST Virtual Learning System session 2020. I hope you are enjoying your virtual learning classes. Dear students, this lecture is for grade first year and subject is computer science. This is our 39th video lecture and we are on chapter number 7, database fundamentals. Today, we are going to start database models. In database models, we have different types of database models. The first of all, we have hierarchical database model. Then second, we have network database model. Then we have relational database model. And in the last, we have object-oriented database model. What is data model? Data model is a collection of conceptual tools for describing data, data relationships, data semantics, and consistency constraints. A data model is a conceptual representation of data structures required for database and is very powerful in expressing and communicating the business requirements. A data model visually represents the nature of data, business rules governing the data, and how it will be organized in the database. Data can be described with different perspectives: object role model, entity relationship diagrams, ERDs, data flow diagrams, DFDs, UML class diagrams, and entity relationship ER diagram most popular for data modeling as they can easily be converted into relational database design. So database model is a theoretical foundation of database, determines in which manner data can be stored, organized, and manipulated. It defines a way of structuring data. The way of structuring of data. So a model is a representation of reality, real world objects, and events association. Data model can be defined as an integrated collection of concepts for describing and manipulating data, relationship between data, and constraints on the data in an organization. The purpose of data model is to represent data and to make the data understandable. There have been many data models proposed in the literature. They fell into three broad categories: object-based data model, physical data models, record-based data model. The object-based and record-based data models are used to describe data at the conceptual and external level. The physical data model is used to describe data at the internal level. A variety of different data models exist for the storage and management of attribute data. The most common are tabular form, hierarchical form, network, relational, and object-oriented. And the tabular model is the manner in which most early GIS software packages stored their attributes data. The next three models are those most commonly implemented in database management systems. The object-oriented is newer but rapidly gaining in popularity for some applications. So all these are the types of database models. So data models basically a set of rules and standards that define how the database organized. Data is called database models. It defines how users view the organization of data, how it can view the organization of data in data models. So we have different types of DBMS, database management models, in which we can view the database and in the form of models. So here a database model is the theoretical foundation of a database and determines in which manner data can be stored, organized, and manipulated. It defines a way of structuring data. So there are 5 types of database models: network database model, hierarchical database model, relational database model, object-oriented database model, and object-oriented relational database model. So these are the 5 models which we have in database classification and models. Hierarchical data model. In this model, files are related in a parent-child manner, with each child file having at most one parent file. Prominent hierarchical database model was IBM's first DBMS called IMS, Information Management System. So, in this database model, the hierarchy model arranged record in hierarchy like an organizational chart. Each record type in the model is called a node or segment. A node represents a particular entity. The topmost node is called root. Each node in a subroutine of the node that is at the next higher level. A higher level node is called parent and the lower level node is called child. A parent node can have one or more many child nodes. A child node can have only one parent node. This kind of structure is often called inverted tree. It is also called inverted tree. So here on your screen, you can view the parent and child relationship. The top model and the top layer is called, the top node is called, topmost node is called the root and the parent, and the next node is called the child, and it grow like a tree. The hierarchical model, the data is sorted hierarchically using downward tree. This model used pointers to navigate between stored data. It was the first DBMS model. So in a hierarchical model, data is organized into tree like a structure, as you can view on your screen, and it's like a tree structure. The network model contains logical information such as connectivity, relationship among nodes and links, direction of links, and the cost of nodes and links. Example with the diagram you can view on your screen. So you can view a diagram. In the diagram. It is a logical construction, and the contrast with the owner and the subordinate relationship. Data elements in a subordinate relationships are called members, and those having subordinates are called owners. In a hierarchical structure, subordinates can have only a single owner, and there is only one data element that has no owner. This structure is suitable in describing many relationships in the real world. Some example of this hierarchical models are table of contents, departments of organization, and types of memories. Next type of database model is network database model. The network model contains logical information such as connectivity, relationship among nodes and links, directions of links, and cost of nodes and links. Example with diagram you can view on your screen. This is a network database model on your screen you can view. And in network database model, the network model is similar to hierarchical model. The difference is that child node can have more than one parent nodes. The child nodes are represented by arrow in network model. It required more complex diagram to represent a database. It also provides more flexibility than hierarchical model. So the model was developed to overcome the problems of hierarchical model. And the network model is database model conceived as a flexible way of representing objects and their relationship. So here you can view a diagram in which all nodes are interconnected with the help of network. So this is a network database and network model. A network database model are mainly used on a large digital computers. More connections can be made between different types of data network database. Network database are considered more efficiency. It contains limitations must be considered when we have to use this kind of database. It is similar to the hierarchical database. It is similar to the hierarchical database. And in network model, database model, a network model is logical structure in which some of the data elements can have more than one owner. Data elements have more than one owner, and a network is more complex structure than a hierarchical model. A hierarchical model can be can be true of as network with some discipline imposed on it, an application with which crew members, aircraft, routers, and schedules are related by its nature or nature of network database model. Advantages are conceptual and simplicity, handles more relationships type, data access, flexibility, promotes database integrity and data independence, conformance to standards, and disadvantages are system complexity, lack of structural independence. So these two are the disadvantages of network database model. Relational database model. The next is relational database model. In the relational database model, data is held in tables as you can view in your screen. So here, these are the tables. We have different tables that can be classified in different kinds of table, and tables are linked by means of common fields. The relation in a relational database refers to the various tables in the database which are linked with each other. A table in database consists of rows and columns. One row of table holds one record. Each column in the table holds one field or attribute. In relational database, a table is called relation, and this relation contains the number of rows and number of columns, and number of row holds the multiple data, and that is a complete record. One row of a table holds one record, and one column in the table holds one field or attribute and similar type of information. It can have similar type of information and data, one field or attribute. So relational model basically is the most commonly used database model. It is the most more flexible than hierarchical and network database model. The relational model consists of simple relations. A relation is a term used for table. A relation represents a particular entity. It is used to store information about the entity. The relationships are based on the data of the entities. The relationship between entity is represented by the with the help of primary key and foreign key. On your screen, you can view the relationship. All tables are interlinked with each other with the help of primary key and foreign key. Relational model was developed by E.F. Code, most popular database model in the world. The data are stored on relation table. Relation in relational database is similar to table where column represent attributes and information are stored in rows. So here you can view this on your screen, ISBN, bname, price, and author. These are columns, and in relational database, these are called attributes. And the information is called the stored information. That is complete information is called, and one row is called a record. One row in the table is called record in relational database. How relational database work? Computerized database help people store and track huge amount of information. The smallest unit of information in a database is called a field. Fields are grouped together to form records, and records are then grouped together to form a tables. On your screen here you can view these are fields, the columns. The columns are called fields, and it can hold the similar type of information. Records are the complete information, one record, and the one row is called one record. Here the combination of record is called table. So you must remember that the smallest unit of information in a database is called a field. Fields are grouped together to form record, and records are grouped together to form a table. So flat file database take all the information from all records and store everything in one table. This works fine when you have a small number of records related to a single topic, such as person's name and phone number. But if you have hundreds or thousands of records, each with a number of fields, the database quickly become difficult to use. So relational database separate this mass of information into numerous different tables. All the columns in each table should be about one topic, such as students information, class information, or trainers information. So it can classify in different tables. The tables for a relational database are linked to each other through the use of keys. Each table may have one primary key and any number of foreign key. A foreign key is simply a primary key from one table that has been placed in another table. The most important rule for designing relational database are called normal forms. When databases are designed properly, huge amounts of information can be kept under control. This let you query the database, search for information, and quickly get the answer you need. So here, like things are groups into their own tables, and a key field is available to both tables to allow them duplicating in these new tables. Like we have multiple tables. So we have one table for students, one table for teachers information, one table for courses information, and all these tables are interlinked, have the relationship with each other. So that's why it is called the relational database and relational model. Then we have object-oriented database or object-oriented database model. Object-oriented database management system. Database that stores data element as object. Use object-oriented concept. The term object-oriented is abbreviated by OO or OO, object-oriented database. So in object-oriented database are also called object database management system, ODBC. It is also called ODBMS, object oriented database management system. The entity that contains both attributes as well as the actions associated with it. The object has two components, state and behavior. The object has two components, state and behavior. Attributes can be classified into simple and complex. An object is described by following characteristics: identifier, a system-wide unique ID for an object. Name, an object may also have a unique name in DB, optional. And lifetime, determine if the object is persistent or exist for the lifetime of the object. So what is object oriented database? And object database, also object oriented database, is a database model in which information is represented in the form of object as used in object oriented programming. Object databases are generally recommended when there is a business need for high performance processing on complex data. Some object-oriented databases are designed to work well with object-oriented programming language. An object database store objects rather than data, such as integers, real numbers, and strings. Objects are used in object-oriented programming languages such as C++ and Java. And in object-oriented programming, we have two things, states and behavior. Like in states, on, off; in behavior, turn on, turn off. And real-world objects have two characteristics, that is state and behavior. For example, the object radio has 4 states and 5 behavior. So 4 states means that on, off, current, channel, volume, and behavior is turn on, turn off, a tune, channel, increase and decrease volume. So we have two characteristics of each object, states and behavior. Advantages and disadvantages of object-oriented model. Uh, uh, Provide a clear modular structure which is good for defining abstract data types. Model is easy to maintain and modify existing code, as we can create new model with small change. Disadvantages: model is often provided through object-oriented language such as C++, Java. Practically very complex and inapplicable in many times. So here on your screen, you can view object-oriented database model. In object-oriented database model are also called Object Database Management System or DBMS. Object database store objects rather than data such as integers, real numbers, and strings. Objects are used in object-oriented programming languages such as C++ and Java. Real-world objects have two characteristics, that is state and behavior. For example, the object radio has 4 states and 5 behaviors. As you can view on your screen, the table, the states and the behavior. States on, off, current, channel, volume, and behavior is turn on, turn off, tune channel, increase and decrease volume. Next is object relational database model. An object relational database model, ORD, is a database management system similar to relational database but with an object-oriented database. In object relational database, the approach is essential that for relational database, the data resides in the database and it's manipulated collectively with queries in query language. Now, there is a difference between the relational database management system and object-oriented database management system. A database management system that is based on the relational model introduced by E.F. Code. And the database management system in which the data is represented in the form of object is used in object-oriented programming. And in RDBMS, it is table oriented. It is table oriented. We have table in the form of relation. We have data in the form of relations, and these relations are called tables. In relational database tables, all your data is organized in the form of different tables, and these tables are called and classified relation. And in object oriented database management system, this is object oriented, related to the real world objects. We have data in the form of object oriented manner. And in RDBMS stands for relational database management system. On the other hand, OODBMS stands for object oriented database management system. This is OODBMS. And then RDBMS handles comparatively simple data, and OODBMS handles large and complex data. RDBMS simple as it stores data in tables, column and rows. And OODBMS structure of data is complex due to the involvement of different data types. RDBMS normalization is used to eliminate data redundancy, and OODBMS use inheritance and encapsulation to reduce data redundancy. Data redundancy means that the repetition of data. So OODBMS use inheritance and encapsulation to reduce data redundancy. And in RDBMS, normalization is used to eliminate data redundancy. MS SQL, MySQL, and Oracle are some examples of RDBMS. And Varsnet Object Database, Objective DB, Objectivity DB, and Object Store, Cache, and Cache are some examples of object-oriented database management system. Dear students, thank you so much. Inshallah, in next lecture, we will continue this chapter. Till then, Allah Hafiz.